Happy day, everyone. It's Amanda here with your 19 rune scope. We have Venus, the goddess of love, here to help us with readings. And of course, the big news is your 19 love rune scopes are now available over on Vimeo channel. You will find the link below. Of course, your 19 yearly rune scope is over there as well. And the 19 career and finance rune scope is there as well. So lots of 19 stuff. Also, part 2 of your rune scope is there this month. A new year means new decks. And my sister got me this beautiful deck for Christmas. It's Messages from Your Animal Spirit Guides, Oracle Cards by Stephen D. Farmer and B. Sturgis. I mean, these cards are just gorgeous. I mean, look at this, the artwork on these. So definitely check out. Let's see. I just love it. So thanks, sis. But yeah, definitely check out your spiritual guidance reading for free. In conjunction with our runes here on YouTube, I will be using the beautiful Tarot Art Nouveau. This is by Linnea Weatherstone and Antonella Castelli. So let's see what the month of love holds for you. Hey there, Aries. Let's dive into the rune bag and see what they have for the Rams. 19. Aries. What's going on with Aries? Aries. And Aries, right? So as always, Aries, you know what's coming. I always remind you. Leave that out. Popped out, must want to be out. These are general readings, so you can always check the video for your rising sign as well. To get some more clarity, or perhaps some or all of your messages be coming through your rising sign video in these general settings. If you would like something far more specific, you would need to set up a private session with me. So we can certainly take a look at what's going to be going on for you in February and beyond. 1-hour New Year's sessions will be available through February 28th, but once all the spots are gone, they're gone. So if you want, it's 2 full readings, one for the first half of the year and one looking at the second half of the year, just for you. So if you want to do that, drop me a line of email address, or of course the standard minute session is always available. But in general, for my Aries friends, what's going on over here? Well, our challenge or focus here, we've got the 6 of Swords in reverse. So this could be some challenges around moving on from something, or travel or relocation. It can be physical or literal movement that feels blocked, or there'll be delays or some things, some details that need to be worked out. It could be a situation that you want to leave, a job, a relationship, a home, a neighborhood. But for whatever reason, you either have to delay that and worry, or maybe you haven't made up your mind, you're waiting for more information. For some of you, this could be a job, because we do have some indications that career will be a focus for you. For others of you, this is literal travel. For some of you, maybe this is a work-related trip or a conference or something, and it's like you're thinking, oh, I don't know if this is going to happen now. Maybe there are some delays, or it's rescheduled. Yeah, it's kind of like, I think it's just kind of like waiting to hear back. Like you're waiting for details, or there's this kind of, like maybe people aren't getting back to you because they're trying to get more details for you. So yeah, there's some kind of like, we got to work out the details if I'm going to make this change, this job change, or move into this new position, or travel, or move out, or move on. So yeah, I think it's just kind of like a delay or a waiting period regarding some kind of information for you here in February, Aries. Information that you need, or a decision that perhaps you need to make, but there's a holding pattern is what I'm hearing around this. But that's your challenge. So you know, I feel like you may run into some obstacles where just kind of trying to push ahead or get details or get anything firm is kind of spinning your wheels and maybe wasting your energy. So just kind of gauge that and be aware of that. And worry here, Aries, in the present energy. So for most of you, this is going to be here into February, into early February, or maybe going on whenever you are watching this video. This is a new opportunity. It could be a new career opportunity, a new, the birth of something, the beginning of something. Usually the rods are career-related opportunities, an offer, a promotion, a new project. But again, we've got a travel room next to this. So some of you be like, if you've been sending out resumes abroad or looking for jobs in other locations, wanting to relocate and move, then you could be getting a very positive response. You could be getting an offer here. If you've been applying to move up or transfer to another office within your company, that could be on the table as well. So this could be going on. So yeah, maybe this challenge is just like you do the interviews and you're applying for this job and then the waiting to hear back or the waiting for a start date. And there may be something to where they want you to start, but you got to wait on something else to transpire before you can do this. For some of you though, this is just maybe an opportunity to travel or move, coming up. For some of you, maybe it's a vacation. Someone may be inviting you on a trip or asking you to come visit. For some of you, perhaps it is a romantic connection or at least a very physical, passionate connection. Like asking you to come see them. If you're in a long distance relationship, it could be that you are making a trip in perhaps for a day, or they're coming to see you. But so yeah, it looks pretty good here in the present energy, Aries. I feel like you're making plans, whatever. If something gets delayed, though, it doesn't mean, if that because it's coming up as the challenge, doesn't mean it's not going to happen. Or maybe it's just flight delays or things like that. Again, the intensity, because it's a general reading, like the intensity of this or any of these cards is going to vary from person to person. For some of you, it may be a very frustrating challenge. For others of you, it's just a minor, like, oh, flight got delayed an hour or something, or I ended up having to drive instead of fly or something like that. The help that's going to be available, you do have the Eight of Rods. So yeah, this is a lot of communication coming in, commerce, business communications, offers if you're selling a property, looking to move. For some of you, this could have, I feel like maybe this started in worry, because what I'm feeling for some of you is like whatever has been stalled or delayed around property matters or moving or, relocation, or a home business, whatever has felt like kind of put on hold or like it's kind of hit a brick wall, it's going to start flowing here in worry, maybe very, very quickly. So it's like the dam is breaking loose here on something and bringing in all of these messages and all of this communication and all of these offers or so yeah, even if it's been a while maybe or a month or so since you've heard, maybe you applied for something and you haven't heard back and it could be suddenly like you get all of this stuff and you have to respond very quickly and make a decision. But this is coming up as a help to you. So I feel like this is something like you already know what your decision is. You're just waiting on the information that you need to get going, or you're waiting for an offer so that you can accept it. Of you, this could be something happening around the 20th or the 21st. I feel like maybe when the sun is moving into changing signs, moving into Pisces. Perhaps for some of you, this happened when the sun moved from Capricorn to Aquarius around earlier on. So yeah, there's something significant about when the sun is changing signs and hurry, that this is moving forward. And yet the delays or frustrations that you encounter, they're happening for a reason, but they are kind of immovable. There's not a lot you can do. Like I said, you would be most likely just wasting energy spinning your wheels. So just trust that anything that you're running into, it's ultimately going to work out in your favor, or it is kind of just put there to kind of stop you from maybe making a wrong decision or moving away from something that's really meant for you. It's going to end up better this way. So what it may be delayed or stopped or even taken off the table is because there's something new coming in and particularly for many of you in regards to either a home business, travel or relocation, or a job. But yeah, it can be frustrating or have been frustrating because it's like, man, why are none of my emails being answered? Or like, it just seemed like maybe there was nothing you could do to kind of get a response from a certain person. But that is changing in worry, particularly around for any of you the day of 21st. And it's like suddenly you have all these messages, right? You have all this information. And you're like, whoa, now I got to sit down and really think about this, or get all this information together and get it submitted, or get it to the realtor, or however this is working for you. What must be accepted here in the month of February? We've got the Queen of Pentacles in reverse. So this could be a person, male or female, in these general readings, of an earth sign energy. So Capricorn, Taurus, or Virgo, but doesn't have to be. Could just be somebody who has those traits. But in the reverse, it could be someone who, yeah, was like, you feel like they're withholding something, or yeah, kind of being greedy, kind of keeping things back. So for some of you, I don't feel like this is a person at all, though. I feel like this is like just saying that the money or the job or some kind of transaction or business deal or property deal or sale or whatever was delayed by this person, but it was because they were like getting the money together, or like maybe they weren't approved for something, or maybe you weren't approved for something, and now so you go somewhere else, and now with Rido, things are moving forward. Like you will get information that, okay, sorry for the delay in getting back to you, but here's what, we're waiting on information, or we're waiting for things to be approved. If you are turned down for a loan or some kind of due to credit or something, or if there's something that you're trying to get together and you feel like you don't have it ready, if somebody won't approve you for a loan, it does seem like there's another institution that will. Or if you're like going to a family member for a loan and they're not giving it to you, it does seem like you would get it from an institution. So again, it's going to be different for all of you. Others of you, this is somebody that you have to delay coming to see you, or you visiting them, and you'd be like, oh, well, this person doesn't want to see me. Maybe they've lost interest, or same thing with a job. Maybe they're not interested in me. They want me to change the trip. I don't feel like that's the case. It is just really like somebody's got the wires crossed, they're double booked, or there's something with the scheduling that would cause that to have to be delayed. So, and again, remember, that's your help. It's going to actually work out for you, because maybe you're going to be seen last and you're going to be the one they remember, right? Or you're going to be first and you make the best impression. However it's working out here, it's going to be to your benefit, Aries. So kind of trust the delays and challenges and worry. The blockages are working in your favor regarding this big shift or change that you want to make, because it's karmic. And that means that no matter, how long it's kind of delayed during the month, or what obstacles you run into, like trying to get this deal finished or trying to get this opportunity, you're going to end up with the right amount, and you're being protected from like the bad bank or the bad interest rate, or what, the bad flight, right? Or, the one that's going to have a lot of turbulence or whatever. And maybe you're afraid of flying, and so you're like, I don't want to. For some of you, because we have bureaucratic stuff, this could have something to do if you live in the US with the government shutdown. With traveling during that, if it's shut down still, which God, I hope it's not, but it could be, right? For some of you, it could be working out that way. It's just, allow extra time for sure if you're traveling and worry. It might not be something you thought about if you don't travel every day, or if you don't travel a lot for work. But yeah, it's really affecting, with the TSA agents not showing up for work, and who can blame them because they're not being paid. So just allow extra time. Really kind of keep that in mind if that is still going on in the month of February. But others of you, like it is like maybe you'll be turned down for the loan with a really high interest rate, or the one where they really wanted to make it flexible so that it could go up or down or whatever. And you end up being able to go somewhere else like a credit bureau, or it does seem like some bureaucratic institution, a bank or a credit union. This could be some kind of grants or money that you qualify for that you were unaware of until you're like stopped from doing this process. And then you look into it and you're like, oh, wait, I qualify for this help. Or those of you looking to go off to school, maybe you're looking at colleges because you're graduating in the spring and you're finding out that you qualify for some sort of government aid, financial aid of some sort, or you're able to maybe because of your circumstances apply for some sort of grant if you're studying or getting a degree. Or maybe where you work offers like some sort of tuition reimbursement. So yeah, whatever you're being blocked from that at first is like, oh man, I'm not approved for this. I'm not going to get help. I'm not going to get the money. It's going to ultimately still end up working in your favor because it's going to send you to the right place, the right institution that's going to help you, move or make this shift or change, or help you go back to school or go off to school in the fall so that you can go to the school that you want to go to. It is going to require some effort though, and some research and some elbow grease, but those efforts will pay off, Aries, in the month of February. The outcome that we have here we do have the Emperor in reverse. So this is your card, your major arcana card. In the reverse, I really feel like this is you in the month of February, just getting frustrated at work, getting frustrated with money, getting frustrated dealing with banks or institutions if you're trying to get a loan for something, getting frustrated with the interview process or the process to move up or transfer or whatever this is that you're trying to do that involves money. But the end result is, again, you're going to get the job. You're going to get the money. You're going to get the loan. You're going to be able to move. You're going to have the money to travel and go on this trip. You're going to get to your destination because you got Tyr here, which is the rune of victory. And not being dissuaded, like nothing that gets in your way is going to stop you. Circumstances try, they'll be frustrating, but you're like got this tyrant energy of, I'm doing this and, this is not going to stop me and I'm not going to let this get in the way. But you could find that you're getting frustrated and upset and angry about delays or getting, just feeling like, I have to, this delay comes at the worst possible time, and it very well may. But again, the ultimate outcome is you're getting the result that you want. It just be after some frustrations or, Now for others of you, this could be another person who is kind of like a tyrannical energy. It's their way or the highway. Like they're not, maybe it's somebody you're negotiating a salary with and they're not going to budge. Or maybe it's an institution or, a government leader who's that way and won't budge or, and in the shutdown. For some of you, maybe you are a government worker. Maybe you've been furloughed and you're like, this delay is really like, I don't know how I'm going to pay a mortgage. I don't know how I'm going to do this. Maybe there's some restitution coming to you, Aries, because of this situation, because it wasn't your fault. You didn't shut down the government. This person did. The tyrannical overlord. So this could be, some kind of damages that you could receive. There could be some legal. We do have the rune of legalities here. You'd be going to see somebody. Maybe this is a class action suit for all federal workers. I think I did see something or hear something about that. Sometimes I have the news going when I'm doing a workout and, it seems like I heard something like that. There's some sort of restitution, people be filing suit. So there may be something here, Aries, that you can get some sort of back pay or, and again, there may be a delay on it, but ultimately you're going to get what you've got coming to you and maybe more than that. So definitely worth, again, putting the effort in, doing the research, going to see the lawyer, going to see whoever you have to go see. For some of you, maybe this is somebody who's far away and you have to do it like, maybe that's what, like you email this person, or you call and you're like, you're waiting to hear back to see how you can proceed with this and get in on this so that you can, again, get the money that you need to pay your mortgage and pay your bills and all of that. So if you are in that situation, Aries, if you're one of the people that's been affected by that, definitely see what steps you can take to get justice with that when it comes to your money. But yeah, others of you, this is like you run into somebody who's trying to kind of lowball you on negotiations for salary or a promotion. And this indicates you can get what you want, but you're going to need to research, maybe figure out, like, okay, what do people make in this area if you're moving? So what can I ask for? And start high, right? And then it looks like you can end up getting the salary you originally wanted, but they're going to think, they're getting you for a deal here. So that's what I see for Aries. Meet me over on Vimeo. I am going to shuffle the messages from your animal spirit guides deck. Want to see if we can get more information about this and more guidance for how you can handle this energy. Instead of maybe getting frustrated or, because that burns up a lot of energy when we're angry or just frustrated at things that we are out of our control, so to speak. But meet me over there. The link again is below. Don't forget your love readings over there for teen too. If you want to hear more about that, this seemed more focused on career or travel or relocation. So definitely check that out if you are so interested. Thanks so much for stopping by, and I'll see you back here next time.